All right, everybody. So this is Isa. I am the rug colorist, and I just want to give you a quick overview on how to go about dyeing this bleach spot. I know some of you have had trouble with the rainbow effect, so this would be an entry-level bleach spot. And if before you master the small one, if you go to a larger one like this, you are going to get frustrated. So do yourself a favor, make sure when you're practicing, you are definitely starting with the smaller sizes. And so we're gonna go ahead and start how we always start. So this is a nylon carpet, and we're going to do our blue, red, and yellow here. So we always start with the blue, 1 microscoop of blue. One of red. And one of the yellow. Now the yellow can get a little granular, so you just want to try to stay consistent between one color and another. And be very careful with not letting the dry powder get anywhere, right? So now we're going to add the citric acid to this, and we're going to fill this with 4 ounces of water. And typically, just by pouring the hot water, that already dilutes or mixes the dyes really well, as you can see. So here are our primary colors. So what we want to do here, obviously, the first step is to neutralize the bleach spot and make sure that you get all the fibers really well neutralized. Now normally we neutralize, if it's fresh bleach, we neutralize it 3 times. We're also changing the type of bleach neutralizer that we use to a more potent one, especially for bleach spots that are fresh. And you want to make sure, if this was an actual job, that you go around enough and that you get the bleach spot in there really, really nicely, right? So we're not gonna wait for the spot to neutralize, since this is practice, so we're just gonna go ahead and proceed to extract the neutralizer. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and can I forget the citric acid here? So make sure you add the correct amount of citric acid to the mixing containers. And here we're going to start with, we're gonna do 8 milliliters of blue. And we're making a red solution. And I don't think we're gonna need the yellow here, Now I have not run this by the app, but the color is pretty consistent to what we're used to. So we're gonna do 8 ounces of water there. And now, this is the new kid on the block. We're going to add our leveling agent. It's just 1 drop per each. And that is actually going to prevent the rainbow effect that a lot of you guys are getting, okay? So just mix it quickly. This is what the blue looks like. I may need some more blue there. So we want to add it until it turns a greenish color. Yeah, definitely need more blue. So going to add another 8 ounces. So this is why it's really, really important to practice, so that you see right away when the formula is too weak, right? So it's turning a little bit greenish. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's basically gone. But it's a little greenish, so that means that we need a little bit of the red, right? And so I will go ahead and add a little bit of red there. Now this water is pretty hot. If it was not hot, if you were applying this cold, then you just need to heat set it. But the dyes are so strong that they already set on their own. But if this was a real job, then definitely you would want to set that. So just with those 2 colors, look, the bleach spot is gone. Now, if you are doing a larger bleach spot like this, you do need to make sure that you can do the smaller one first, right? This is not the exact same carpet, but I'm actually going to use the same formula, and the same principle applies. It's the brick method. We are doing the blue first, so I'm just going to add it here. And you want to make sure that you cover every yellow fiber, because otherwise you're going to end up with a rainbow effect, right? So once you get really good at adding 1 color at a time, then you can proceed to mixing the color and doing a 1-shot pot, right? But to begin with, look, I added the blue and I still see some yellow fibers. So if I go ahead and go to the red right now, I will end up with a rainbow. So I need to make sure to cover every yellow fiber. Otherwise you get a guaranteed rainbow effect, which nobody likes that, right? So you can see that it's turning greenish. So cover all the yellow fibers, every single one of them. And this is where the syringe comes in handy, right? So we covered all the yellow fibers, so now they each turned green, and that looks pretty good, right? You don't want to keep adding the blue enough until it turns blue, because then that means it's too much blue. So you want to turn the fibers green, and then once it's green, as you can see, we can go ahead and add the red. So this is my red formula. It's basically very clear, as you can see. And so now when I add the red to the green, color theory says that I should get a beige. So cover every single green fiber with the red, and it's already causing the bleach spot to disappear, right? I still see some greenish fibers. So go ahead and cover every single green fiber that you see. And This is basically ready. I don't actually need any yellow dye, so this is really, really wonderful. Now this is hot, but not extremely hot, and you can see that the dyes are already basically set, right? So it's not rocket science, but it will require you to practice so that you know how much dye to add, and this is where the Diebold app comes in handy. Now I'm going to add just hot water so you can see that the dyes are already set, but if this was an actual job, you would need to heat set it or blow dry it, right? So this is just water, and you can see that the dyes are set. I'm going to add water, even to this one, add water, and vacuum both of them. So maybe I need a couple of touch-up points, but as you can see, this is the area that was fixed. That is already restored, probably 95%, right? So this is the new addition to the Diebold set. This is a leveling agent. This is to be used only with the specialty dyes, which is the dye for nylon fibers. So I will go ahead and share this in the group. Let me know any questions, any comments. If you are interested in testing out this new leveling agent, this is going to help a lot of you guys, especially on the larger bleach spots. You can see I did this without any rainbow effect, and this is not because I've been doing this a long time, but it's because of this leveling agent. So if you're interested in trying this out, let me know in the comments, and I will be selecting a handful of colorists to test this out free of charge, and I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised at the results. All right, I'll see you guys later.